Good morning. I'm just going to have a something to eat. I've just got some water on the boil. I'm going to have a coffee as well. If you fancy one of these something to eats, I'll have a link in the description where you can actually buy this. Well folks, this is where I was camped last night. Got here late. I saw on the map there was a picnic area. That whole last stage, yes, on the last episode, there was nowhere practically, maybe one possible place, one or two, but really, to be honest, this is the first place that almost to the end of the stage. This is the only place to camp. That's me all packed away, no trace, nothing left behind, all the rubbish in the bag. 45 miles done, 55 to go, almost at the halfway point. Well, I hope this community post office shop is open. According to Google it is, but you can't always rely on that. It could be long time closed. 46 miles, folks. It's looking a bit closed. Some information there if you want to pause it. It's a shame this is not open. It's Tuesday, 10:30 to 5 PM. Oh, so it does open today. Closed to further notice, guys. Right, rubbish time. I guess this is for the public. Doesn't say that it's not. A bit overgrown. There you go. Church is boarded up. There's a bar here, but it's not open yet. Okay, so yep, it's open, thank God. There was a lovely shop in the village here at Carradale, I think it's called. Is that what it's called? Carradale. Lovely people behind the till, very helpful. They asked if there was anything I was looking for. I said honey, but apparently it all sold out, the local honey. But yeah, highly recommended. Well, the rain's getting worse. I thought it was going to get better. It's supposed to stop raining in a couple of hours time. Okay folks, well I'm doing the alternative route here because it says the next section's over rocks which can get slippy and it's hammering it down with rain. And it also is susceptible to high tides. What I don't get is why didn't they have a sign at the actual road junction about the tides and slippy rocks, so I didn't have to walk all the way down here. That would have made a lot more sense. Standing here out the rain and have some of my iron brew I've just bought. These little phone boxes used to be everywhere. They're getting more and more rare now. All the phone boxes I've seen on this peninsula have this notice up. So dehydrated. I've been drinking river water, but I like something with some taste. Kintyre Way. And I'm on the Gintyre Way. That's somebody who had some money, I would imagine. Even with all that wealth, it's gonna get you. "49 miles and 51 miles to go on the Kintyre Way." I bought two of these. And this one just punctured a leak. Well, I took it, I got my stuff out of my bag to get my battery for my GoPro because the battery ran out, spare battery. As soon as I put this down, it sprung a leak. It must have touched something sharp. started on the other bottle first, so I tipped some of it in there. I'm having to drink this, so basically, since the shop, I'm having to drink 2 litres of this stuff, which is what I kind of planned to do anyway, because I was dehydrated. So actually stopped raining. Apparently there's a cafe down here, a shelter or some kind of wood storage. But anyway, I'm gonna take a rest here out of the rain, and I can actually look at my phone for the weather reports. It's supposed to be stopping soon, this rain. It's supposed to be. I'm halfway. I'm at the 50-mile marker, and on the other side it also says 50 miles. Kintyre Way. It's a bit wet, this trail. I'm guessing it's called the Gintyre Way because it follows the water source for the gin. It's almost stopped raining. Okay, so I wanted to lose some weight, so I'm using some of the water I filtered. I don't want to chuck it away because it takes ages to filter. Some of the water I filtered I'm going to use to boil these eggs and make a coffee, because I'm absolutely starving. And plus it makes sense to boil them now so they don't break in the bag while I'm carrying them, and it saves me some weight as well, getting rid of this water, because I've got another 2 litres of iron brew anyway. It's so atmospheric at the moment. Look at that. I don't know why, man, my bag feels even heavier now. Probably because of all the rain. I think it's basically going to be a lot of forestry road. So unless there's something interesting, I'm not going to bother doing any tripod shots because I am absolutely pooped. I can see why not many people hike this trail, because there's not many opportunities on the way for wild camping. Another reason for people might not be doing this is because there's not many places to pick up food on the way. 51 miles done and 49 to go. I haven't seen one person on a bike, not one person on a bike doing this. Not even a day biker, just nobody. It's mostly a really well marked route, and it reminds me a lot of the Great Glen Way. If anyone's done that, great walks, or national trails as we call them in England, they're called great walks here in Scotland. My feet have been wet for the last 3 days, even though I've got 4 pairs of mountain socks. Actually got 1 dry pair left. Really hope the picnic spot by the loch is campable. Some logging going on here. Weird. The arrow was actually pointing down here. Look, it's a dead end. The arrow was actually pointing straight down into this little path. I just didn't notice. It's a little bit slippy with rocks and mud. If you're a pine forest enthusiast, you'll definitely love this trail. How well the stabilisation is on here. The sun is trying to break through. I can see the path going up the hill on that other side. I believe that's where I'm going. Superb bit of forest track. I've got to get through this gorse, man. I could crawl through here, but I've got this bag. I'm gonna have to crawl through and drag the bag on the ground, because okay, wait, now I reckon I can do this. Fuck. Excuse me my language. Try and keep it to a minimum. It's not too bad. Alright. That wasn't so bad. God, that looked like a nightmare at first. Oh my god. I'm past all that. It does look like I'm going up there. Apparently there's a bunkhouse. This gate's open. I guess they want it left open. What this is all about then. Yeah, so I think it's just a rest area. There's actually a little fire pit in there. Someone's at a fire pit with some logs sitting around it. I reckon I don't know this for a fact, but I reckon they'd be alright if we got the mat out and just slept in here tonight. They could got here late. But to be honest, my sleeping bag's going to be wet. It's really damp, and I don't know if there's going to be any mice. It's not like I should imagine there'd be mice about. So I'm going to carry on anyway. I want to get closer to the lake. Well, 53 mile marker, folks. The show must go on. Got about an hour before sunset, and there's just nowhere to camp on these trails. There's like little lay-bys, but they're all rock. There's just nowhere to put a tent. So I think the closest place is going to be that loch, but I ain't going to get there for more than 2 hours, I think. Probably over 2 hours, so I'll be getting there in the dark. Just about a few drops of rain. Hopefully that's all it is. The ladies in the shop where I got my iron brew from said I got some Red Bull as well. They said, oh, you'll need that for going over the hills. I thought, there's no mountains, they're just small hills. I tell you what, it's really knocked me out going up and down these hills. It's because the track's so hard. It's because it's like solid, it's not mud, it's like solid rock sort of track. So it's pretty hard going. Well, I can get 4G on EE here anyway. I'm going to make a call to say to my folks I'm okay. Wow, the sun is set now. It's going to be dark soon, but I'm nearly at the lake. I probably will be putting the tent up in the dark though. Well guys, I've got 42 miles to go and I've done 58 miles. I think I can hear the Kintyre Yeti. Wait, now listen. You hear it? Sounds like a Yeti, Bigfoot. Okay, it's in the remembrance of somebody, this card. I was actually thinking I might be able to camp here. I've just found my spot and I can hear the Kintyre Yeti. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's a full moon. The only place I can find to put the tent up is here. Got the tent up, I can still hear that Yeti. I can hear it banging on the pine trees. Banging sticks in the pine trees. I can hear it. I heard it then. Did you hear it? I hope I don't see that Kintyre Yeti tonight.